I'm gonna have to Google the voting system now, see how that breaks down, how you go up 6 times. He's like the Buffalo Bills of fucking.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it,
You go up six times.
I had to like click on the link and start reading because I'm like, ain't no fuck. In my mind, he been in that motherfucker.
That's what I thought.
It wasn't even a question. Like, you know what I mean? So the fact that he went up 6 times, how the fuck is that even possible? You can snub 6 times and you still fighting to get in there. That's crazy.
Cedric, am I saying it right? Cedric, yeah. And they said they described you. Said you came and got this massive fucking head. You had a massive headache. And you bought all the Cedric out. Now it's on back order. Thank you, Raw. Appreciate that for thinking about everybody else.
Well, the bitches love my massive head, so don't worry about it.
Damn.
Me.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch that. Hey, Cash, what's up, bro?
You damn sure won't.
No,
You damn sure won't.
I salute you. Hey, so all you guys served together, right?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Nah, just me and Cash Money.
Hey, Cash, question for you.
What's up?
Y'all did salute in the Army?
Navy, yeah.
Navy, I mean, I'm sorry. Is the correct way to do it, right?
Yeah, right about there. I ain't doing it.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, what I was going to ask you was, when you looked over at Raw, was he like here, or did he go?
Oh no, because you got your hat on. You got to do it to your hat.
Okay.
So you're good.
All right.
No, that was his way of trying to make a joke. It was like an epic.
It pretty much was. Cash.
That was one of them epic fail videos. You know,
it was. Yeah, because his hairline. But Cash, don't worry about it.
We'll give you a Z.
I'm be silent the whole show.
We give you a Z for effort. Don't worry about it. You tried, son. You tried, son. What's motherfucking popping though? What's good, fellas? How's everything going in y'all lives, man? Everything all right? Everything copacetic?
Yeah,
okay.
Everything's good, bro.
Okay.
It's good.
Like how about you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm still alive, man. So I ain't complaining about nothing.
Yo, man, for sure.
Hey, we still thugging through this pandemic, man.
Yep.
Big factimoniously. So listen, right? Check this shit out, right? I was bullshitting on the internet today, right? And I found something that kind of blew my mind a little bit. Did y'all realize that fucking LL Cool J was nominated to go in the Hall of Fame 6 times?
No.
6 times he was denied, and he's back up now for his 7th time.
Damn.
What is that about? I didn't even know they rejected people.
So what I want to do is I want to just like do this like fact check to make sure, because I think LL is in the Hall of Fame. I don't believe that. I'm just trying to check.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm still floored by the fact that like what, he just didn't get voted in? Like what? How's that work?
Apparently a lot of people, well, you know, for the most part, a lot hip hop is under the Rock Hall of Fame. So a lot of rock motherfuckers be kind of trying to shut it down.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, a major percentage of the vote comes from people who are actually in the Hall of Fame already.
Yeah.
So, like they was upset when like who was
NWA made it.
When they just made it, a lot of the motherfuckers was pissed, saying that it's the reason they should be inducted in the Rock Hall of Fame, that it wasn't right. They shouldn't be in their Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just say something real quick, right? So I just actually did a little fact check. I'm kind of shocked, and mind you, one of my favorite rappers is Biggie Smalls, aka Notorious B.I.G. He's in the Hall of Fame over LL. I don't understand how that could be.
Yeah, me either.
I don't understand that. and it's not taking nothing away from Biggie
at all.
You would just think LL, one of the pioneers, would be in there way before Biggie.
That's interesting. Who else is in there that I'm sure there's.
Fuck that. The fact that he's been up 6 times already.
Yeah, that's what I'm floored by.
And has got snubbed 6 times.
Hey, but fellas.
6.
Hey, fellas, you got Grandmaster Flash in there. You got Run DMC in there.
Yeah, definitely Run DMC.
Yeah, Public Enemy in there. Beastie Boys in there. Here's another one. Now, here's another one. He's my man. He's in my top 10. But how is Tupac in there and LL's not in there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So here's my question to y'all that I want to know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because when I seen that, I had to really sit back and think about it. And this is something I thought about before, right? Do y'all feel like hip hop should have its own Hall of Fame?
Yes. Yes.
Why you say yeah?
There's too many greats in hip hop that have paved the way for a lot of the people that are making music now, hip hop, that should be voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Our shit ain't rock and roll.
Yeah, but here's
Our
my
shit's
problem.
not rock and roll. It's hip hop.
Here's my problem with that. If hip hop had its own Hall of Fame, would it be as big as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Would it be as recognized?
I think it would be now, because hip hop now is very diverse, as opposed to it back when, Grandmaster Flash and them, and even in LL's day. You got a lot of different ethnicities that's enjoying hip hop these days. So
I feel like they should just change the name to Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that would make that actually makes sense right there to me.
And just make subcategories in it. You have rock and roll in the Music Hall of Fame. You inducted into your lane or multiple lanes, right?
Right.
Some cases, like Drake, like our man Drake in this thing, but who knows how many lanes he's gonna be in?
Yeah, but you know what though? I believe if they put that, if that was a category now,
Drake,
you would get a lot of the rock and rollers or our rock and roll artists that would have an attitude and feel like you taking away from them.
No, you ain't taking away from nobody in that case, because everybody's still a part of it.
Well, but for the most part, they have their own Hall of Fame right now.
I was about to say, because in my opinion, I feel like what Cash said does make sense. If you make a Music Hall of Fame and then you got your own lane. But at the end of the day, you should have the Rock Hall of Fame, the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, the R&B Hall of Fame. Like your lane, you should be in the Hall of Fame for your lane. You don't have the Sports Hall of Fame. You got NBA,
exactly.
NFL, MLB. So why wouldn't the Hip Hop Hall of Fame be separated from the Rock Hall of Fame? Rock and hip hop aren't the same genre anyway.
I think hip hop is bigger than all those genres you just named.
Hip hop is the biggest genre, is the biggest music genre right now as we speak.
Right. But they all borrow from each other.
In what way? What do you mean?
And musically. You had some of these new, a lot of the hip hop songs that were stealing from other songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
To create their own music. So that's why I said it should just be. That's what I would do if I was defending it. I'd be like, why not just name it the Music Hall? I get what you're saying about a sport, right? But one sport's not really borrowing from another sport to create that sport.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's its own lane because it's its own lane. But in music, sometimes there's not lanes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, Music Hall of Fame. Yes, certain people are going to be upset about it because anytime you break down an establishment that's been there for how long?
Right.
People are going to be upset about change. But at the end of the day, music is music, right? And all music borrows from all music. That's true.
Yeah, but I think the people have a problem if we had a hip hop Hall of Fame, because I think that would be recognized more than the other Hall of Fame.
You would definitely be able to see trends, right?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden the Rock Hall of Fame. Think about how many rock artists have been inducted compared to hip hop artists in the last 10 years.
I think it'd be a little boring too. I think it would be boring. I like to see all those different genres of music just mixed in together. You know what I mean? It's almost like a award show. sometimes I think hip hop award shows become boring, man. I want to see Adele. If y'all don't know about Adele, go check out one of our albums, man. 21,
Yeah, I like
one of the
Adele.
best. I don't know if y'all know about Adele, but yeah, I would want to see different genres of music. You know what I mean? It comes down to whatever the people want. But some of the people in this Hall of Fame, man, I don't agree with.
No,
No
hell.
offense. No offense, man. I hate
I'm gonna have to Google the voting system now, see how that breaks down, how you go up 6 times. He's like the Buffalo Bills of fucking.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it,
You go up 6 times.
I had to like click on the link and start reading because I'm like, ain't no fuck. In my mind, he been in that motherfucker.
That's what I thought.
It wasn't even a question. Like, you know what I mean? So the fact that he went up 6 times, how the fuck is that even possible? You can snub 6 times and you still fighting to get in there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he don't even complain about it.
No, but at the same time, when you know you great, does the Hall of Fame really make a difference? Does the Hall of Fame really prove what you are? Like everybody in hip hop, there's nobody in hip hop that can say LL ain't that fucking dude. There's nobody in hip hop that will ever tell you that. Even fucking Rakim will tell you that LL was that fucking dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
and they was fucking
he
enemies.
opened doors. He opened doors for a lot of rappers, man. I think LL was one of the first rappers, man, to be an actor. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it has anything to do with him like not officially being retired.
Oh, good point.
I mean,
Good point.
I don't know.
Good point.
Maybe he didn't meet a criteria because he worked on something at a certain threshold, and you're like, all right, well, you're not technically retired. You got to be out of the game for this long. I don't know.
With that being said, I would have to look deeper into the criteria because that does kind of make sense. Because I mean, like with the NBA, you have to officially say that you retired before they consider you.
Right.
Will consider you for the Hall of Fame or something like that.
And that's the same with the NFL, right? Yeah.
All sports, you have to be retired. I can't remember how many years it is. I think it's like 5 years before you can actually even get mentioned. Don't quote me. I don't know for sure, but I know it's an X amount of years before you even get mentioned for the Hall of Fame in general. So, I mean, it would kind of make sense if that was the case. But, I mean, my man ain't made music in forever. And shit.
Well, I mean, he could be working on music because, he does those network shows. He could be working on music there, just producing. You know what I mean? If you're still building your catalog, it's hard to induct you into a Hall of Fame when your catalog isn't done.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because
Is Dr. Dre
he's got Rock the Bells Radio on Sirius Radio.
I mean, fucking.
I think they just not recognizing him, to be honest.
Sway just got nominated. Well, Sway is actually in the Hall of Fame for what do you call it? Broadcasting and all that. He's still doing broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know. What about Dr.
LL still acting on NCIS?
Right. What about Dr. Dre?
I'm not sure. I know the whole NWA.
The whole NWA is in there. Yeah, I think if NWA is in there, that includes him.
That's probably not one of the reasons why.
If NWA is in there, it's not it wouldn't be Dre or Cube or any of them as a just them. It would be NWA as a whole.
Right.
Once they go in there.
Yeah, Eazy-E, all of them. DJ Yella, Ren, Dr. Dre, Q.
It's the NWA brand that's actually in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, fellas.
I mean, Snoop is even in there, ain't he?
No.
He got a star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he. No offense, Snoop, Uncle Snoop. I don't think he need to be in the Hall of Fame right now, bro.
No,
he definitely. If he don't make it, that's gonna be strange too. But
I think the Hall of Fame is based around your body of work. I mean, does Snoop have enough? Does he have enough work
Go back and watch the episode that we did about motherfucking the go to California, because Snoop, between his features, his #1 albums, his platinum albums, Snoop is that dude. Snoop.
No, I'm not saying he's not.
I think Snoop broke more records outside of y'all man Drake, who's starting to break a lot more records. Snoop pretty much broke all the fucking records and broke all the molds when it came to hip hop.
Yeah, he did the big signing with No Limit, right? He moved from he did a major signing, moved from one major label to another.
Yeah.
I don't think Snoop got enough albums, man, to be in the Hall of Fame. Bro.
Yeah, you wilding now, son.
I don't think he got enough albums.
You wilding now, son.
Because you know what? In that case, if he got enough albums, and I like Snoop. No disrespect to Snoop. Eric B and Rakim need to be in there. Rakim alone, bro. You want to talk about catalog? You know what I mean? Enough albums. I feel like albums got to put you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to figure out what that criteria is. Why they ain't hitting it.
Right.